Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today to cover the weekly reset that's happening today and go over actually some of the key events that are also going live starting tomorrow, which is going to be pretty wild because that means later on in reset, we'll likely see the preview of obviously the next leaderboard event being the Soul Collector. We'll talk about it in a bit, but we'll also have the return of Battle World, some more opportunities for Sentry Shards, and the return actually of the negative zone, which is officially in game as well, that you can start previewing. But before we get started, guys, let's talk about some of the things that are upcoming here in terms of just wrapping up and you should be aware of to take advantage of. So remember, we do have this Road to Blue Marble event here. They've been recurring this for some additional infusion of ISO Purple 4, especially free to play. So make sure you're doing this right. Obviously, there's logging in component, playing your war battles, and then I wouldn't spend any T3 level 4 ions because you can get all this free to play, and then it just gives you a little bit of infusion there. Obviously, if you spend, you can get the Purple 5, but that's really just what you can do there. Now, I do want to quickly talk about this because I've been getting quite a few questions, and I already made a guide on this, guys, but just something to be mindful here. We have this Rolling Thunder. Remember, this is the 7 red stars opportunity here for Thunderstrike, tied back to the Thunderstrike raids. Now, I do have now the milestone 10 here, which rewards us very, very close here to the 5 red. And remember, we can actually accomplish the 7 red by the time that the 3rd raid comes around, which is in just a couple of days. I did make a full-on video on how to do this, guys, but just as a quick little recap here, let me just show you how it looks visually because I wasn't able to do this in my last video. You really only need to be doing 4 nodes each time you do this event per raid, so that way you can actually take advantage of the red stars for Thunderstrike completely, right? And that is this. Go ahead and do the mission 1. It doesn't really matter which team you use because you can use any team, so you have the full arsenal of your roster. Now, just be mindful of the fact that if you bring in any of your chapter 1 to chapter 3 teams, you might use them later, so I wouldn't recommend using them in the first node. That's first and foremost, right? And then you have mission 2 here. I got this one done with my straight up Brimstone team, and you just need a little bit of RNG there, but if you target certain enemies and whatnot, you'll have no issues there. Mission 3, Harbinger, my Vigilante plus Sue Storm and Quasar got the job done. You don't have to do the boss mission. That's why you don't see it completed there. Mission 4. Great. Oh, sorry. Wait, is it mission 4 right here? Just trying to see where you go from here to there. Yeah. So this one, oh, sorry, it's called Storm Battle Mission 2, but technically it's node 4 when you're going through it. Just drop this down to normal difficulty. That way you're able to get through it, no issues with Brimstone, because then you don't need gear to 20 Brimstone, right? I only have my Living Mummy and Daemon at that level. And then finally, complete the last Conqueror mission here. This, for me personally, required a sack, so I need to bring in a first team to take some damage, focus on Old Man Logan, and then clean things up. But again, if you guys want to see the full gameplay on that, I will link that down in the description and comments below because I already went through all the gameplay footage, so hopefully we can get you guys there. Those are my 4 nodes, so 1, 2, 3, skip 4, skip as in, you know, do it at the lower difficulty, and then do 5. Those are the 4 nodes that you need to do at Thunderstruck difficulty. Doing that 3 times, that's going to get you the 12 nodes done, and that's going to get you the 7 red. And that's really what I'm going for right now, because even with the 7 red here, you will be needing some gear tier 20 characters along the way. And then as well, what I like about this is that there's some purple level 5 ions that I'm definitely gunning for there, so that's awesome. And then this Crash the Lightning event, this is just tied back to fighting bosses in the Thunderstrike raid through your alliance, right? So as you can see, not everyone cares about it, and to be honest, I don't either. It's just more so for some credits here and there. There's some player frames, but not a big deal whatsoever. And then finally, we do have this new Cosmic Raid event starting. So actually starts today, so 6 hours 43 minutes time of recording. You can see here there's going to be some additional sigils here, but there's also some opportunities here for some Crimson gear if you go higher and higher. And again, this is battling in raids, battling in Cosmic Crucible. You use immortal weapons, and then battling in raids over immortal weapons. But we're still early to the game here in terms of just getting these characters unlocked. I just got Lady Bullseye unlocked through the sigil store. And speaking of Lady Bullseye, we do have actually confirmation now that Swordmaster, he is going to be coming in the way of an event actually starting tomorrow with the negative zone Harbinger. 100 free shards of him, so that's absolutely massive. And you can actually see that already in game here. So if you check the events here, Harbinger negative zone here, so they've decided to return this event. But remember, we can use all of the chapter 1 teams. We will see if they've modified this since the last time it came. It was obviously in game here, right? But just something to look out for there. So we have that coming around the corner. Make sure you guys are double checking your command center. This is the last day to check all this before they reset and add some more events here. But I do see on the left hand here that there's nothing that expires today actually. So we still have the Blue Marble event ongoing for at least another 4 weeks there. And then we do have the Stolen Thunder still ongoing here. And that's just, if you get any of these new mutant characters unlocked in Gear Tier 20, they're going to give you some significant points. But this very, very well may be a team that I'm skipping. So that's probably why, and, I probably won't get any of that just because, there's just not a team that I'm prioritizing. Soul Collector leaderboard event. So this is the big one, obviously, starting tomorrow because it was flashy in the sense that they announced that this is going to be tied back to 5 diamonds of Mephisto. But in the blog, this is, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a gold spending event. Now, what is interesting, though, and what was not disclosed in the blog, if you guys checked my past data mine video, is that we are going to get a chance here to use gold for not just this event, but we're also going to get an opportunity here to actually purchase directly Purple 4 and Purple 5. Depending on what you need, you can actually convert your gold into that. So that's interesting. There's also going to be some, I think I saw like, was it Swordmaster Diamond Orbs? Some other Diamond Orbs that's going to be available here. May not be Swordmaster, but regardless, you can convert your gold into that as well. So remember that they always do this every year right before January because there's going to be a level cap increase, commander level 110, right? And that's why they're dumping this random, it's random but not random, this random gold event right before the holidays, just because they want to deplete our resources, knowing full well, remember, we have commander level 110 coming in January, and then shortly after that, we do in fact have Gear Tier 21, likely going to be tied back in some way, shape, or form to the unlock of Annihilus, right? And remember, that's why, characters like Quasar, Blastar, and Thunderstrike, if you've been able to skip them along the way, you may not be able to if you want to get your hands on the Annihilus. So that's why it's been a really good investment this year to build some of these legendary characters. But yeah, we'll see in the meantime. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, just remember that Swordmaster, we do have his event here coming tomorrow, but his shards are also coming into the Sigil store. Also, I think it's like in a couple days here. So coming up really, really fast here. So there you guys have it. Outside of those, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, we do have the SENTRY Battle World return, so I'll definitely be taking advantage of that. But if you guys are similar to me, you likely will need to do Battle World a couple more times before you can get Sentries unlocked. But his red stars are also coming back in the way of an event this week, so we'll keep you guys up to date on that. There you have it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell here. I'll be back with more information. I'm sure there's going to be some announcements from Scopely as well during the week as we kind of progress to the holidays. Thank you for your time as always. Let me know down in the comments below. And again, I'll link my video here to help you guys out for Thunderstrike. Good luck in the raids. Hopefully you guys are able to capitalize on the red stars as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.